Hello, they're fixing the roof, so it's going to be pretty loud. Roof on my apartment building, and so it's going to be pretty loud. They're out there with a truck that's running, diesel truck, I assume. I don't know if any truck that size is not diesel. People talk about clean air and all that stuff. And they're moving boards around up there or something. I guess I've said stuff. Sometimes just anybody who's really into Christianity, as I am, you say stuff that I say, even if it sounds more or less like real basic or real, Orthodox Christianity. There can be people out there who, whether they're Christian or not, are gonna think you're a nut job. Just because, somebody says, well, I wonder what Jesus would do in this situation. You open the Bible and go, oh, you're a nut. So, why not kind of confirm it with this video? I'm not a nut. In fact, I think that at the very basic level, following Jesus is the most sane thing anybody can do. They're messing with the roof again. And I completely understand why somebody thinks that following Jesus, what that conjures up, what that actually means in my life is just, you want to live like a Christian? They won't say that. You want to live this way? You read the Bible and you want to know what it means. You dig around and so, well, this is my life here. This is my life. I got my Bible, which, I've said before, it's an instruction book. I don't want to speak for any other religion, but some other religion might say, well, our book is our religion. A lot of banging up there. Can you hear that? And a Christian like me, a born-again Christian, I think, is eventually going to realize that the Bible is not their religion. It's a written record. So, on this particular subject, you've got people going, the RFID chip, radio frequency identification chip. Oh, that's a sign of the beast. I'm not saying, I don't want to put anybody down or anything, but oh, that's a sign of the beast and all that stuff. Okay. What I would want to say, though, is you got people that not only sound like nut jobs when they say that kind of stuff, but some of them, sound like nut jobs to a lot of people. But some of them that I am really convinced actually are complete and total nut jobs. So I thought I'd join the fray. Not of the nut jobs. But talk about the RFID chip, the radio frequency chip. It's about the size of a grain of rice or smaller, and it's being implanted by law in Texas into animals. And the ranchers think it's great that they can keep track of their animals now. And I don't know exactly all its applications in that state. Of course, this is coming from the United States. If those of you who know English very well and know accents very well, you can pretty much tell I've got an American accent or United States accent, and I'm from the United States. So you got these RFID chips, and they have put them in people, especially children. One of the reasons I wouldn't think that it's a mark of the beast or anything, if you got them in children already, if they start putting them in children when they're born, if the parents decide it, if that's the mark of the beast, then someone can't decide whether they get it or not. But I would like to talk about RFID chips a little bit, and try to merge politics and religion about this in a sensible way. I've seen somebody else do it with the RFID chips, and I don't think they're right about what it means and everything. But I want to try to merge it, not just the RFID chips, but everything, as far as how this relates to where we are. RFID chips. I'd say that they're trying to govern us like you'd govern a dog, almost. Something like that. They want to know where we are and what we're doing. So, so I'm trying to merge politics and religion with this thing. It worries me, because whoever gets the information from those things, they're going to want to report it to the government. The government may require them to report it. That's where the government is going right now. We've got problems. We've got people who are protesting, and as far as I can see, what I've seen, not in the flesh, but I've seen it on video. We've got police officers throwing tear gas into crowds of protesters. The testimony of one woman was that they didn't announce they were going to do this. We didn't know what was going on. See, people aren't, they say they're Christians and they're not, they're not connecting. Which is what I like to call nominal Christians, or at least Christians that don't know what's going on. As I've stated before, Christians in this United States, this country, in every country around the world, are the vast minority. Vast minority. If you think of the vast majority, or a significant majority, it's like the bumper sticker goes, if you're not outraged, you haven't been paying attention. I don't know if anybody's seen that bumper sticker. If you're not outraged, you haven't been paying attention. If you are not outraged by what supposed Christians call themselves, Christians, good people, and you see how people are, and you're thinking, I don't think so. So Christians are the vast minority. You want to go into that, it's in my other videos, or one or more of my other videos at least. But we've got police throwing tear gas into the crowds. This has happened before. And 60s that happened. I don't know if it happened in the 50s. I'm not saying I support the crowd completely. I'm not saying I support the police completely. I'm saying there's some things going on in this country that is generally agreed upon in this country as, you don't do that here. Maybe around the world, you don't do that. They passed in this country something called the Patriot Act. And I'd like to get into that. That's some scary stuff. The government is taking over its country in ways that are absolutely not necessary. Complete takeover.